Minogue has donated dozens of her costumes dating back to 1989 for the Art Center's Kylie on Stage exhibition, which opens today. "I'm hoping I'm not going to be that woman with 18 cats and just boxes of stuff everywhere." Quote, Minogue joked of raiding her storage units in Melbourne and London to find outfits. "It could happen. Back home briefly to open the free exhibition." Minogue got emotional during a private preview. "They basically had to kick me out," she said. "It's my natural urge to go and rearrange things and check everything's fine. There's a whole lot of my life and stress and triumph and tears and blood and cats and all sorts of things now on display there." Some of Minogue's most iconic stage outfits are featured. From the budget Australian flag-themed jacket from her first major tour in 1989 to high-end bespoke couture from designers Jean-Paul Gaultier and Dolce & Gabbana on subsequent world tours. "I would never have reached that point in time or place without the lycra and genome sewing a few beads on back in 1989." She admitted of her early DIY fashion choices. Minogue, who heads to Queensland next month to film Flammable Children with Guy Pearce, said she jumped at the opportunity to open her wardrobe to the world again. "If I had the opportunity to see Prince's wardrobe when I was 14, I would have been there every day," she said. "We could have shared the same mannequin. I think we were the same size. I'd look at those mannequins and think, I'm so small. They all look a lot better than when I did donate them." Quote, "I'm happy I've had this career. I would never have dreamed as a 14-year-old who would have seen Prince's wardrobe and was learning to cut patterns with my grandmother that I would have had this kind of life and career and all these beautiful costumes to share with people. I'm really pleased and honored." Quote, the Art Center's previous Kylie exhibition was visited by over 300,000 people in Melbourne and over 1 million when it toured the world. Kylie on Stage is also expected to travel after it closes on January 22. Minogue and her family have donated over 800 pieces of her clothing and memorabilia to the Arts Center, including the infamous gold hot pants from the Spinning Around video. The hot pants, which were included in the previous exhibition, were purchased for 50 cents. Minogue admitted she first wore them at a fancy dress party in London with the theme of nerds, tarts and tourists. "That was their first big night out with me, considering they only did one video. And there was a lot of work on the bar. They're a little worn away. They're very fantastically preserved. If there was one piece I'd sneak in at night like a cat burglar to steal them, they'd be the hot pants." News.com. "Ours privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature."